B kicking things off on the T side here. Already picked up FaZe map pick of Inferno, but it's Mirage. It's still wide open here. No reason why FaZe can't battle back and take us to Dust 2. It's a very slow approach to kick things off here. Simple towards the underpass. He confirms the connector is clear as his teammates get ready for a potential B split here. We talked about that. As all off my stat will be smoked out for now, but that's going to just hold off the T's for at least 10 seconds as Flamey gets headshot. Down to 4 HP.
The smoke Olaf needs to be careful at this point in time to make sure he doesn't overstep the mark and doesn't get caught off. Easy to do so in that position, certainly with the smoke down, it's menacing. Reveals the other side, Olaf finds it, steps out, Flamey gone. Just to note, Flamey's gone.
Yeah, no ace this time it seems, as Edward will try and bring the frag back in their favor. It's a 4 versus 2 now with Zeus and Electronic to pick up the pieces, but Zeus completely removed from the equation there, and now it's just Electronic trying to find anything he can at this point. 3 versus 1, 15 HP. That damage alone should confirm things, and Nico with a decent backstab there as we FaZe picking up that first pistol and will justify the push in. Even if he does, he's greeted with a Desert Eagle bullet from hell. They're trying to wallbang him now, and Simple actually has a chance here.
He just barely got to the gun, but I don't know if he's going to be spotted. He somehow gets away. No peek from Guardian. He thought the push might be coming aggressively. This situation suddenly turned Zeus. He's got an M4 picked up to work with, and he's just toying with Olaf at this point in time. He's holding him off. And Simple's waiting, and Guardian's got to go. AWP for Guardian as well, and Simple's not moving at all. Spotted already, damage done. Simple goes back out. And Olaf gets Zeus, but it's all for naught because Simple's so far removed, and the bomb's ticking so fast. And again, there's what's the problem with the pistols. You bring him out too soon. That's it. Taking matters into his own hands.
Not the cleanest kill, but Electronic will take it. That's the AWP down.
That is the AWP down. He wanted the A main pick. He was expecting perhaps that NaVI on the back of this timeout would go quickly, and they have indeed. Electronic to find Olaf. Zeus out, light rain in the open of the site. Nowhere to hide at all.
You could see they wanted to execute there, but he kept killing everyone. It's like, guys, you might as well just come in now. Forget the grenades. Everyone's dead.
Well, the good news with that is the adaptation in the mid-round to call that, you save them for the post-plant. Not that they're going to need them, but the fact that, if you overcommit and overthrow them, and let's say it's a gun round right now, there's 3 players left alive, you don't really have much left to defend with. So the fact that they were able to identify that and run in, all is well. He's going to go around, they'll poke in from behind at the vent. Simple, that was fast. Nico was barely around the corner. Electronic spots out Rain, tries to spray it through, but it actually goes against him. So the M4 winning, and that clears out the front of the site. Everyone else wants to work in from connector. Rain, he's got to play backside of triple, and Guardian sets a crossfire with him on the AWP. Reverse firebox, flash mistimed, and Rain might get caught by Zeus jumping, knows he's low. Got the call from Electronic that he'd already tagged him on top of the ladder, so it's all on Guardian yet again.
First advantage FaZe have had in some time here. Guardian does hit the shot, but doesn't quite get the frag, but he denies the plant. That's what they needed. FaZe with a clean round there, courtesy of
it as well. Adren's gonna make that a little more difficult, gets behind the pillar, peeks back out. There's one of the deal. There's some skill form, spots as well that they're in the window, but he's just looking for any kill he can find at this point. Edward low enough. He finds Simple. This will get him going. Again, he hasn't had much action on B. Now Adren will. And the damage reveals the cost.
This is a key shot that gives up his position, but it might funnel them towards A. Nico does step in and take Simple down, at least keeping him on a leash, but now this is where it becomes really testing for them.
Just waiting to hold it. Molotov down, flanks on. This is still a possibility for FaZe. Swarming on the site. The HP's leveled out. Rain gets one, traded off. Edward inside. Rain's gonna swing it back. He finds all 3, and is there time? There certainly is. He'll find the defuse as well.
Good stuff there by FaZe. It was
horseshoe. They're going to get around him on catwalk, but if Olaf even slows them down slightly, he'll be all over them. That's not going to happen. Boost for Electronic. They're still waiting for the peak. Nico can still arrive. Guardian and Adren slow them down. He's gotten in position, but he had his knife out.
No!
He had his knife out. He just barely got there in time. Edwards dropped, but Electronic catches Nico falling off the angle. He'd revealed too much. We're back into a 2-on-2. Adren, finally they go to B, and we get into his victimhood because he's been picked on enough. He's had enough. And Simple finally puts him down. It's he versus Guardian, rivals and foes, and who can mark the hour? This soul-sick friendship died because they go one-on-one to try and close out the half. Simple's tagged onto 6 HP, and Guardian, he's got the on. He's just barely got it in time.
Execution here towards the A side of the map. Watch out for the Molotov towards the shadow position. All sandwich, smoke and CT spawn, and they might just go for the steps jungle combo. Either way, 3 players in Palace. Here comes a flashbang as they make themselves known on the A side. But look who's waiting for them. It's Mr. Simple, and he'll spot a few coming out the apartments, but he's gone down very, very quickly.
Gone. Zeus trying to recover, wants to get back in, flash already out. He's firing off all his ammo. He's stuck in a corner. They're not going to pursue him. Just contain. Just hold him because Rain's already got Edward. Not like anyone else was going to try and attack back, but Electronic eventually gets into a position of power. Or is that just an illusion? Because he's still covered off to try and work back in the site, and Nico, he seems to have a plan. He wants to go all the way around, get in behind Rain. He's got Electronic already, and Flamey's just waiting. Nico, his mind's not a well. It won't run dry.
As the Deagles, which are very powerful on Mirage, showing us they can find the headshots required. It's Simple is usually so good at that gun. Haven't seen massive amounts of Deagle damage done by him today. They head back towards B. And Ren has to join him. He's got the Mac-10. There is actually 3 players on the CT side towards the B bomb side. With 30 seconds remaining, they can't really justify falling back. They're hoping Adren's 1 Molotov towards jungle might be enough to force a rotation there, but it's not going to happen. He throws an HE now, but without much more than that, I don't think they'll rotate off this B side. They might as well stick to their guns here, and here comes the commitment.
Commitment with 3. Olaf already turning around. Flamey's caught him off. It's working out. It didn't work at all to try and sell the fake. Edwards got it. Bomb goes down. Hold at the truck. M4 in hand for Flamey. Zeus waiting to be baited in. They're forced forward, or at least they are now by the Rain. As he stands up, forward to the flames. But blood is thicker than water, and they'll drown quicker than even we expected as they ran in toward the site. Zeus setting the crossfire. It's just Nico remaining. And at this point, his army has depleted. I think the round will as well. It's going to be 12-7 in favor of NaVI. Even the flank, Electronic gets the kill.
Full bite here at least. What is the setup? It looks like mid-control's coming in. Simple has a gap in that smoke. Can he actually use it, though? Doesn't do too much damage. His Guardian takes a nade at the very start. They're aware of the potential of that gap now. Simple certainly had a kill available to him. And look at this, still with the UMP. Zeus has got so much cash available to him going forward. He's had that UMP for ages. He gets the opening pick as well. Is he going to upgrade to an AK? He absolutely is. What a legendary play from him. Gets in there with the UMP, takes down their initial kill. And now this is looking very good for 15-7 with a map in the back. FaZe are looking very flat on their T side now. Pretty basic approach.
It's very, Flamey's got to be careful here. Very basic, but gets caught off by Nico. They have a basic problem, and that's called the B site.
That could be it.
Edward is pushed so far forward, though. You're right, Guardian is going to have a tremendous trouble. Tumultuous task. Any other alliteration you want to throw onto it, Henry?
Not right now, but I'll think of one perhaps if we get past this round.
Well, let's see how the op holds. He's fast. He's got it. He's covered it off. Edward got impatient. And it's now a 4-on-4. That will favor the execution. But what execution? It's actually a rotation. It's going to be all for naught. This will all go back over toward the A site. They realize now, as they spot Nico, Simple happened to see it through connector, that they were heading down catwalk. So Flamey's got to rush over there. Thankfully for his sake, it was Guardian that had the bomb. That's why they started the rotate in the first place. And he'll be there before it. Rain drops immediately. Adren, he's back at T-Spawn. Guardian's not sure where to go. He knows he's lost the B site. And Zeus knows he's won the round. He knows exactly what's happening.
Oh, he rubs it in his face. That's unbelievable. He knows the round is over. It's good to see a bit of showboating in CSGO. Don't get that too often. But he knows the round is won. And that he can actually do this. This is looking like a much better NaVI, a confident one. There's no massive blunders being presented. It's actually looking like a decent little team. Everything's working out for them, and now Olofmeister, he's going to have to make this work. The Mac-10 rushing towards B. Nice movement. Actually gets himself into a position we might be able to be deadly here, but it's Zeus again, opening things up. 5-on-4. Could this be the final round?
It might be the end for FaZe. Another run denied, this time in a quarterfinal. Legendary status, at least held on to, but that's not enough. That's not enough for the ambition of this team, and what for Adren, who's come in, and I have to say, it's at the bottom of the leaderboard this time. Does the contract get renewed? Does it get extended?
I'm not sure.
So many questions. Yanko as well, who swapped over MIPR, now FaZe, 2 top teams. Has he got enough time to implement himself, or is time not excuse enough?
Here we go then, the last chance for FaZe. 5 on 4, they make their way in. It's a tag already. Rain goes down to 21 HP. They've got nothing left to really work with here. A couple of flashbangs and a Molotov, and Zeus keeps finding kill after kill. 5 on 3 now, it's up to Guardian. I think we might be done here. They've got to tap out. There's nothing left as one player remains, and there it is. It's 2-0. NaVI